Hi and good day, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. Now we are about to present our final project for data warehouse technology and implementation strategies under OU MSIT 611 under the supervision of Dr. Rosicar E. Escobar, PhD. So in this project, I have collaborated together with Sir Jonard L. Cruz, which is our system architect and database engineer, and I am Tiffany Darling Davila, this is charge of system documentation and a little bit of database engineering. Now, for the DRG data, or Diagnosis Related Group Data Warehousing Project, it integrates healthcare data through ETL processes, stores it using Snowflake schema, and analyzes in Power BI. The system aims to track common ICD-10 diagnosis by region and gender, providing actionable insights for healthcare planning and policy. The objective is to identify patterns in disease classification, specifically the most frequent ICD-10 codes for region and gender, and present this insight through interactive dashboards for informed decision-making. The purpose of this is to enable healthcare institutions and policymakers to monitor and analyze which ICD-10 diagnoses are most prevalent across regions, segmented by gender, improving targeted intervention and resource allocation. The scope of our project is extraction and transformation of DRG claims data using ETL workflows, or real-time, and then storage and management of structured data in a Snowflake-based schema, development of Power BI dashboard to visualize disease trends by region and gender, and to provide analytics for decision-making on patient demographics and healthcare service optimization. The limitation is dependent on completeness and accuracy of the DRG claims data. Static dashboard, it's a real-time dashboard, and potential biases in data collection and reporting, limited granularity and socioeconomic and comorbidity factors, external influences like policy changes, pandemics not reflected in historical data. So for the data flow, it will start with diagnosis related group claims data, then it will extract, transform, and load data, and then through the Snowflake data warehouse, it will analyze the fact and dimensions table, power data for data integration, and then it will display an interactive dashboard, which is the common ICD-10 by region and gender. For entity relationship, we have patient data set as our main, and then admission form, date, calculation, and then so on. For the technologies, we have used RESTful API for data collection, validation, transformation, and integration. Oracle, Snowflake for data warehousing, Power BI for interface, and then GitHub for repository to store our data and for also submission, and Messenger as our communication tool. Now, this is an example of our dashboard that later will be demonstrated live by Sir Jonard. For now, this is the screenshot. So you can filter through admission date, sex if it's female or male, hospital name or the region, and diagnosis. So it will filter the result here with the total patient, total case number, and then diagnosis by age. So it will be displayed by color, and per region and facility, it will be displayed here on the map. And then the hospital filter by gender will be in here. Okay, now let's move on. So this is the Oracle database. So later we'll move on with that. And then REST API where the connection have been called here. So now next is Snowflake, where all this data from different sources have been collected and gathered. So we have used Sir Jonard's GitHub repository as our storage for the project. And this is also the screenshot of our team collaboration meeting. So that's all for the PowerPoint presentation. Now let's move on to the system demonstration that later will be played by Sir Jonard. Thank you so much.
Hi, good day everyone. Before I start sa demo ng data warehouse, ipakita ko muna yung flow. Ito yung flow. Integrated na yung pag-transmit ng data papunta sa Snowflakes mula dun sa Oracle database ng company. So ang flow niyan is from facility, ipapasa yung data dun sa mga web services natin, and then mapupunta na siya dun sa mga databases natin, kanya-kanya databases kung saan sila dapat. And then after then, may API na nakaset kung kailan siya mag-run. Let's say every 30 minutes mag-run siya, mag-transmit siya ng data papunta dun sa Snowflakes. Ang API na yun, siya na yung mag-collect ng data, mag-transform, and then siya na rin yung mag-validate ng data about dun sa with compliance sa data warehousing natin na parameters. So after nyan, pag nasa Snowflakes na yung data natin, nasa data warehousing natin, naka-connect naman siya, naka-live naman, hindi naka-connect siya rekta dun sa Power BI. So real-time yung data natin. So okay, try natin may mag-transmit ng data from hospital papunta dun sa database natin, and then yung API, i-run natin para mag-transmit siya ng data papunta sa Snowflakes, and then Power BI i-load natin para makita yung data transmit natin. So muna, check ko muna kung nakaraan yung API. So nakaraan yung API. Mag-transmit tayo ng data na about sa okay. Try natin mag-transmit ng bagong admission details, which is yung sa rabies. So yung rabies, ito yung code equivalent niya. ICD-10 siya mula sa WHO. Ito yung standard na So ito yung diagnosis. So tingnan natin sa database natin kung meron na bang existing na data. So para malaman natin kung pumasok yung data mula sa Oracle database natin papunta dito sa Snowflakes. So count lang naman natin. So as you can see, wala. So ngayon, mag-transmit tayo. I-run ko muna yung API. So ang API natin wala siyang mukha. So gumawa ko dito ng contest. So assume natin na ito yung client side ng application natin. So ito yung platform kung saan sila mapapasa ng data. So try natin mag-transmit ng data using yung XML format. So yung mga data galing sa hospital naka-XML siya and then naka-encrypt. At the same time, yan, XML format siya. So sa side natin, kung nakikita ninyo, naka-decrypt na siya. Pero dapat naka-decrypt siya sa facility pa lang. So ngayon kasi for the demo purposes, in-decrypt ko siya para makita nyo ng maayos yung mukha ng data. So ito yung data na galing sa hospital. So nandiyan natin yung admission date, diagnosis kung saan galing siya facility, kung kailan siya na-discharge, at kung anong diagnosis meron siya, at kung ilang taon na siya, at saka kung anong disposition niya, kung improve ba siya, namatay ba, ganun. So try natin mag-transmit naman ng data. So yan. Try natin. So data is clean. So dapat transmitted siya sa database natin. Ito yung database natin. Ito yung database sa iba't ibang system. So iba't ibang data may na-handle din nila. So yung transmit natin, plain siya, dapat ito siya papasok. So, ayan. So, A720, and then galing sa hospital talaga ito. So, check natin sa Snowflakes kung pumasok yung data na yun. So, nandun natin ulit. So, ayan, may pumasok na data. So, ayan, sa Snowflakes, ito yung table natin. Yan, ito yung database natin, ito yung schema. Yan, and then ito yung mga tables. And then, yung pinipitch ng Power BI natin, galing sa view. Ito na yung materialized view natin, dito na na-consolidate lahat. So, yung claims dito siya papasok, dapat. Yan. So, yan, buksan natin yung Power BI. Yan, medyo matagal. So, yan. Yung habang nagluto yung Power BI, balik tayo dito sa tools. So, RESTful API yung ginagamit natin, yung Oracle yung database natin. And then, yun, yung data warehousing tools natin is yung Snowflakes, and then yung analytics is Power BI. So, kapag nag-load, so real time yung data na pumapasok sa Power BI. Kung may changes man, may additional sa Snowflakes natin, automatic siya nag-apply sa Power BI. Kasi nakadirect na yung connection natin doon sa, hindi siya like yung, hindi siya in-upload like sa ST file, ganun. Yung real time yung data natin. So, yan. So, ito yung API natin. So, itong method na to, siya yung mag-run, siya yung transporter ng data from Oracle to Snowflakes. So, yan. I-miss pa natin. Mali natin yung Power BI, nag-load pa. Ang intention lang naman sa dashboard na to, ma-check yung patient per facility, pwede siyang per region, o pwede siyang per diagnosis, o pwede siyang by date, o pwede siyang by sex. So, pag filter natin yung hospital, makikita natin kung ilan yung pasyente na nandun at kung ano yung mga edad na nag-admit for that facility. So, ayan. So, makikita natin, meron tayong 13,000 claims test data. So, real time yan, galing din sa dashboard natin yan. I mean, galing sa Power, galing sa Snowflakes natin, sa DataWarehouse natin. So, ito yung mga diagnosis, ito yung mga sakit. So, kung siselect natin sa makikita natin kung saan merong ganyang case, saan facility na may ganyang case. So, example yung in-input natin kanina yung rabies na yun. Select lang natin. So, ayan. Yung insert natin 54 na case yun ng selvatic rabies. So, makikita rin natin dito kung anong edad yung kadalasang may ganong case sa ganong facility. So, kasi makikita dito sa Fukong Rural Health Unit, may 54 case na male and then 98 years old yung edad. So, yan yung sa dashboard natin. So, try natin ulit mag-transmit ng 54 na case. Dapat mag-update siya. So, lang natin ulit. Multiply natin yung 3-year transporter and then balik tayo sa dashboard natin. Sa Snowflakes. Hindi pala, nagtantay sa dashboard. Antayin natin pumasok patapos yung pag-run ng ano. Another 54 case. Kapag nag-load yan, balik tayo sa process flow. So, sa process flow, as you can see, integrated na lahat. So, less na yung manual. Hindi na. Pero kung magmamanual naman, yung pag-upload ng data papuntang Snowflakes, pwede naman siya. Kung makikita natin, meron ako dito mga stages, which is ito yung mga data, and then file location. Ito yung mga data na pwedeng upload na naka-CSV format siya. So, pwede rin yun, possible din yung magmamanual, depende sa direction. Pero sa ngayon, napili namin yung integrate na lahat para hindi na magmanual. Gusto namin real-time yung data na nakikita namin. Yan, tapos na. So, punta sa Snowflakes natin, time natin ulit yung, kung pumasok ulit yung another 54 case for selvatic na rabies. So, kung 108 pumasok siya, tingnan sa dashboard kung pumasok. I-refresh lang natin. Para maging updated yung data, all you need to do is to refresh lang kasi nakadirect naman siya dun sa database natin. Ayan. So, nakadirect siya dun sa sa warehouse natin, sa platform natin na yan. Yung database natin, yung mga data dito galing sa iba't ibang system. Example lang. Ito. So, sa accreditation naman siya, yung sa mga hospital. So, iba't ibang pinagkagalingan. Ayan. So, nagbago na siya. Updated na siya. So, kailangan talaga siya i-refresh. Hindi na siya kailangan i-upload ulit yung file. Refresh lang kasi nakadirect pa rin siya. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.